YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We just finished our stream and now we're gonna talk about Runick White Forest or White Forest Runick. Now this has been a late entry into the White Forest archetype. I had a ton of builds here thanks to Sai for helping me out with that one. He also gave me his deck list with regards to the White Forest Runick, and also Huno, which gave me his list as well with the White Forest Runick deck. So far, the Runick archetype has been a pretty good variant for the deck as well. I forgot to add that one in one of my guides. But anywho's, the best thing about this deck is it allows you to cycle back cards from your graveyard back to your hand, and if ever you draw into a copy of your White Forest, then you basically have another fodder or another material that you can use by the next turn. My previous version with this is with the one copy of the toy soldier and the one copy of toy tank, or basically the toy box engine. So the one copy of toy soldier, the 3 toy box, and the one copy of toy tank. It was okay though for that build, but I see less and less copies of Runick cards, so I went ahead and just went with a copy of Huno's build. I think this is Huno's build. With the one copy of Skill Drain. Skill Drain is the best card to add with the White Forest archetype, not just with Runicks or a stun variant for Runicks. This shuts down your opponent's deck entirely if ever they are like effect monster heavy on the field. That way, in the next turn, if ever you have one of those White Forest cards, you can just remove this card here to the graveyard, and if ever you summon a copy of Diabel, Queen of the White Forest, you can just gain access to one or the one copy of your Skill Drain from your graveyard and add it back to your hand and activate it on the next turn. That way, your opponent can't do anything. Plus, you have the usefulness of the Runick archetype to just spam all of their cards to the field, and then just to cycle them back to the deck and then back to your hand. So it's a pretty good matchup. For your extra deck, we're running 3 copies of Yugen because basically you just need to gain access to your 1 copy of Runick Fountain. Sad as it is, but it is still very powerful. 2 copies of Jerry. You can run with 3 here, but I do think that the extra deck is okay with just 2 copies of Jerry. One thing I want to remove or edit here, as you might seen earlier, is the 1 copy of Coral Dragon. You can have this instead of a copy of Tri-Edge Master, because this is a UR. So just get the copy of Coral Dragon. It works the same way though. It's just basically like another copy of your White Forest monster, but it needs to be in the graveyard to have its draw effect activated. It's not really like a big problem because your Runick cards can summon a copy of Yugen to the field. That way you have a level 2 and a level 6 tuner monster or tuner synchro monster, and then you can summon a copy of Diabel to the field. You can also cycle back your Runick cards with the help of Diabel, Queen of the White Forest, because that is the best card to have with this variant. For your level 10s, I do think that you can change one of these cards, but not both. Just save one of these cards if ever you have, and then settle with another variant or the Dragoon engine here. But so far, I've been winning most of my games with just this monsters right here. You can even remove the Formula Synchron if you wish, but I do think that this is still a pretty good card to have as one of your interruptions during your opponent's turn, to either go into a copy of Sheng Ying, a copy of Chaos Angel, or even a copy of Baron on the field, just for the additional negate. I don't really like Runicks that much, but so far with the White Forest variant, it is a little bit okay though. Anywho's, that is your White Forest Runick build. Thank you so much for Huno for giving me this list. Thank you for Sai in giving me a buttload of lists for the White Forest archetype. I do love the White Forest. We'll have another variant for this in the next day or so, if ever we still need to tackle the tier list and of course the upcoming prediction list for the next month. That's it for today, guys. Keep safe, good luck if you like this kind of content. See you later, guys. Watch the replays. Bye bye.